Birth is an orienting process, and it can set up how we orient to the world. And when I say birth trauma, I'm speaking of prenatal time, birth, and post-birth. Really that framework of 0 to 18 months. Clinician, I'm a geeky somatic explorer. I'm an author of books. I founded the Brooke Institute. I became passionate about birth trauma in my mid-20s when I read Chilton Pearce's book, The Magical Child. And I was in a training program, in a 4-year training program using neo-Reichian breath work and bioenergetics, and all the body psychologies were in the foreground. I read that book and I just had a tantrum. It brought up for me the realization that my beginning was not that magical child framework. And I was mad about it. And, you know, it helped me realize that, oh, this is probably something that I need to investigate. As a child, I was a high arousal child. You know, I would try to do stuff, and if it didn't work out, like when the neighborhood, you know, friend struck me out in sandlot ball, I ran up and started punching him. It's like my temper was there. And it was this quick arousal, and my mom really didn't know what to do with me. I was born premature. I was in an incubator. And fortunately, I had a very loving family. But at some point, my mom, I think it was that sandlot baseball, the street ball, that she just, once I ran up and started punching this kid, she just dragged me off the street and put me in my room and said, no more temper like that. So the good news is she gave me containment. It was helpful socially because I could exist socially and not, you know, lose my temper. But I had to learn to reclaim a kind of potency. What birth is it's a huge process. It's the biggest life transition we have until we die. But in that process, we go from sort of a watery world, we go into compression, and then we go into expansion. And all of a sudden we have the relational field to deal with in a whole different manner. So the more physical resources we can bring, the better off we are. This idea of when you arrive, how do you transition? With birth trauma is it often can create a transition wound. And what that means is you compensate around the simple shifting of gears. It can mean some people, you know, just jump from one thing to the other. Some people hold back. Some people get all confused how to orient.